After taking a loss early in the season, Devin Callier has led the Wisconsin Badgers on a 9-game winning streak as he's on pace to shatter every single season rushing record. Devin is a shoo-in to win his 3rd straight Heisman Trophy, but first, he's going to have to lead Wisconsin to a Big Ten championship to get them into the college football playoff. Devin's ultimate goal is to win a national championship this season, as this might be his last year playing college football, and in this video, we'll see if he can finally do it. Alright y'all, it is time for the moment of truth. We are taking on Michigan State in the Big Ten championship game. We are ranked number 1, but this is a big test against the team that almost kept us out of the playoffs last year. The only reason we beat this team last season is because Devin had a clutch kickoff return with only 30 seconds left to give the Badgers the win. And Michigan State's team is just as good this year, so Devin's gonna have to come up big in this game for sure. He's looking to secure his 3rd Heisman Trophy in 3 years in college, something no college player has ever done or will ever do again. But we are struggling here so far in this game, down by 7. We've got a 3rd and long, just going with the halfback screen. Devin's fighting for yards, but we're just short of the first down. We end up punting the ball away, but thankfully defense is able to get a stop. We're not going to hold this Michigan State offense off forever though, and I don't even know if that ball was intended for Devin, but we snap it up anyways. Michigan State is really stacking the box to stop the run right now, but you already know it's only a matter of time before we break off a big run. We are faced with another 3rd down here in what I hope is 2-down territory, but knowing coach, he's probably just going to punt this away. It looks like on 4th and 2, we are actually putting the ball on the ground. Big play, and Devin comes up with the 5 yards we needed. No big plays so far. We're just taking what the defense gives us, but this might be one here if we can get to the outside. We get around that cornerback, and Devin has taken this to the crib. 30-yard touchdown. Let's go. That'll break the school record for rushing touchdown in a season set by Monty Ball. It's honestly insane that we just broke that. Monty Ball really went crazy. And defense comes up with another stop, so now we're in a good spot. Last year this game was more of a shootout, but this year defense seems to be doing its job, and we can get to the outside again here. It is a foot race. Devin is going to cut it to the sidelines, but that was a nice angle by number 37. Still a huge run for us, and we have a chance to take control of this game before halftime here. If we're not mistaken, I think we get the ball at half too. Oh, my dude missed a block there, otherwise we might have been sprung. Even though we haven't had a ton of big plays, coach is leaning on the ground game heavy today, and Devin hasn't been coming off the field at all. We've got a 3rd down and we're running for it again. Devin powers forward, but that's going to be a 4th and inches. We absolutely need to put our head down and pick this up, and thankfully that's going to be easy. Devin does come off the field here, but we punch it in for a touchdown. Let's go. And low key, fellas, we could make this another touchdown before halftime. Devin's just in one-on-one coverage down the field, and number 37 breaks it up. 2nd time he's denied us a touchdown this game. That's the ball that Devin struggles to come down with, is that 50-50 ball in the air. He's great out of the backfield, but he doesn't quite have those receiver ball skills. We are outside of field goal range for this 3rd and 10. Gotta find a way to pick this up here. Oh, but Devin's wide open. Just throw it to him. We should be able to take this to the house. Come on, beat this dude, Devin. Beat this dude. Let's go. We are gonna take that in for another one. 47 yards to the casa. Absolutely huge touchdown before halftime, and we might have the chance to add on here if we can break off a big run. We get to the corner, and Devin bust open a 70-yard run to seal the half. Let's see, man. Nope, that's going absolutely nowhere. An excellent half though, and we get the ball right back on the kickoff. One more touchdown in this game could be nearly over. We haven't been able to break off that huge touchdown that we've been breaking off in the last couple of games though. I'm waiting for that 70-yard touchdown run in this game. I know it's going to come at some point. On 3rd and 7, we're running the screen. Can we shake to get out of there? Devin stiff arms a dude and picks up the 1st down against all odds. We're faced with another 3rd and 6 here. Thankfully, we are in field goal range, and the incompletion is going to make it 4th down. Our kicker's going to knock it through to make it a 17-point lead though. Michigan State does finally answer back, but we've got great field position coming out here late in the 3rd quarter. Coach is trying that halfback screen again, and Devin spun the wrong way. I did not mean to do that. That puts us way behind the sticks, and now we've got a tough 3rd and 9. Thankfully, we're able to pick up the 1st down, and I don't know if Michigan State can come back if we score a touchdown here. We're just going to take that counter play up the middle for a nice gain. It feels like we haven't even been able to break off that many big plays, but Devin still has almost 10 yards per carry. On 2nd and goal, we're going to get the ball on the outside on the pitch play, and that is the perfect play call because we can outspeed everyone easily. That one might just seal up this game, but it is never over till it's over. Michigan State scores instantly. We should still be good here, but we got to be able to chew a little bit of clock. Also, I'm trying to break the NCAA rushing record, so I would like to get Devin a few more yards here. We get stuffed in the backfield. Oh no, somehow we pick up the 1st down. The game said we were tackled for a loss, but it still gave us the 1st down. A big missed call by the refs, and we've got blocking to the right side. 34 picks up another block, and that was an absolute clinic on sealing the edge. That is as easy of a touchdown as Devin's gonna get, and we close out the Big Ten championship with a bang. This 200+ yard performance should also definitely cap off Devin's Heisman campaign. He deserved it the last couple of years, but this year it's a no-doubter. Now that we've got a comfortable comfortable lead. I would like to break off another touchdown before we get out of here. Coach is just feeding Devin the rock with 2 minutes left, trying to get us those stats that we need. I'm going to continue to bounce it to the outside, pick up a clean 15-yard gain, get us down into the red zone. All I'm going to say is Devin better not come off the field here. I want every last one of these yards. All right, we do come off the field here. We're just going to have to sim it out. And that will be it for the Big Ten championship game. We stomped Michigan State, and we're going to be headed into the playoffs as the #1 team in the country this year. Devin had a clean 270 plus 100 yards through the air on the day, 4 touchdowns. And it is time to see if we will win our 3rd Heisman Trophy in a row. No shot, Devin just got robbed. 12 first place votes? Are you kidding me? This was our best season by far, and we don't win. Who do we lose to? How did Devin go down after that performance, bro? That makes no sense. He had 270 yards in the Big Ten championship game. Jalen Daniels didn't even have that crazy of a season. Devin had more rushing touchdowns than he had passing touchdowns. 260 yards per game, 11 yards per rush, bro. So the good news is Devin is going to get the chance to prove that he is the true Heisman winner here as we take on Jalen Daniels and the Jayhawks. You're probably wondering why 10-2 Kansas is in this game, but the top 25 was extremely messy this season. I can already tell that Kansas's defense is tough though. They've come up with a couple of big tackles and we're gonna have to punt it away on the first drive. Thankfully, Jalen Daniels isn't able to go anywhere, and we had a huge hole up the middle there. I'm just waiting for that big play, fighting the temptation to bounce it outside every time because our holes up the middle have been excellent. We are calling the counter here. It doesn't look like we have numbers, but some excellent blocking is going to spring us to the outside for a nice little first down, plus another 8 on the end there. I have a feeling these boys aren't going to be scoreless for long, so we need to get something on this drive. And on second down, I am loving this unbalanced look. Devin is wide open out of the backfield and nobody can hang with him. We're putting together a nice slow sustained drive here, but we're going to have to pick up this 3rd down on the edge of field goal range. Devin finds some space to the outside, but Burkett doesn't even look at him. So we're going to have to settle for 3 on our second drive of the game. So Kansas is able to go down and get 3, but who would have thought with Heisman contenders on both offenses, this has turned out to be a kind of defensive game. Devin has 50 yards, but this is just about the most he's been stifled in recent memory, and that could have easily been a pick. Burkett's able to fit it in for the first down. The thing about this game is Devin has literally had to serve as the entire offense. He's had every single reception and every single carry so far, and you can tell he's getting a little bit tired. He is able to hit a nice juke there to pick up some big yards. I'm just waiting on that big play, and this stretch play could be it. He hits a nasty back juke, and we're only going to get tracked down because number 5 is fast as hell. That's a huge play though. The back juke in this game is maybe the most disgusting move ever portrayed in a football game, as we are going to put our nose down to pick up the first down there. Despite the tough sledding, Devin is up to 87 yards, and our fullback picks up a beautiful block. We're going to stroll in for an easy touchdown to take the lead. Let's go. Kansas does answer back with a 3, so offense has got to keep it pushing here. And we just broke the school record for receptions in the season coming out of the backfield. We are trying to set every Wisconsin record out here. Might as well add to that here with a 1.5 minutes left in the second quarter. As Burkett's going to find us, we hit a nasty spin move and we're down the sidelines. Once again, we barely get pushed out. This Kansas defense has a little bit of speed on it. They've been saving plenty of touchdowns, but Devin is indeed getting his in this game, definitely winning the battle of the Heisman contenders so far. And with Devin on the sidelines, Burkett is going to connect for a touchdown, but shockingly, Kansas is able to go and get a touchdown with under a minute left. They are not going down quiet in this game at all. I was kind of thinking this would be an easy draw for our first round, but it's turning out to be one of the toughest games of the season, and Devin's going to have to grind this one out. In this close of a game, we can't get too greedy with our yards per carry. I'm loving this halfback screen here. Unfortunately, the Kansas defenders are going to swarm to the ball. They've been doing a great job of that all day. I know we have 17 points, but it's been difficult to get anything to consistently work against this defense. We've just had to settle for small chunks of yardage. This is how Devin operated last year, but this year he's gotten used to breaking off those big plays, and it is hard to sustain a drive like that because we can't stay on the field for every play. We're going to hit the back juke there, and our quarterback picks up the block for us. Probably Burkett's best play of the day as we get in there for a big touchdown. And just like that, defense gets a stop, and we have all of the momentum in this game going into the fourth quarter. A touchdown here would effectively end it, and somehow we get to the outside again. Devin is showing that he most definitely deserved to win the Heisman as we take that in for one of our longest touchdown runs of the season. Let's go, man. Just like that, we're over 200 yards on the day. Kansas is able to answer with a touchdown of their own, but all we've got to do is run the clock out to win this game. All right, this is not over. We've got a third down here, and if we don't get this, I have a feeling Kansas is going to make this a one-score game. Thankfully, Burkett throws a dot to the other side of the field. So we're going to go back to ground and pound mode. Our blocking continues to be excellent as we get to the outside, hit the swerve, hit a stiff arm. Devin is looking strong as hell today. At this point, time is really on our side. All we got to do is drain off like one more minute of clock here. The Jayhawks have started to use their timeouts, so this play might decide the game. And Devin is able to pick up the first down on the halfback angle route, almost gets out of there with the juke move. That should probably do it. I'm going to want one more touchdown before we head to the national championship game though. On 3rd and 11, we're running this screen that's worked a couple of times today, but this time the Jayhawks are ready for it and we get lit up. So Kansas does fight to get another touchdown, but we're just going to be able to kneel this one out. And we are headed to the national title game for the 2nd straight year. Devin had a fantastic performance, almost 400 yards of total offense on the day. All right, so we will be taking on USC in the national championship. And just by the way, Devin did absolutely smash the rushing record if we weren't clear about that. So 3,600 already on the year for him. We could get to 4,000 if we have a crazy natty. All right, so this is it. It is time for Devin to play in his 2nd national title game. Last year we got stomped by Georgia, so we're looking for revenge this year. If Wisconsin can win this game, they will prove that they truly belong on the big stage. Devin has elevated the school to new heights, but it's not going to be complete unless he gets a win here. As we almost get loose on the spin, we get lit up after a 7-yard gain. Devin can take a tiny bit of space and turn it into a ton of space with those moves. This USC defense looks to be pretty tough though, so we're going to have to pick up a 3rd and 1 here as coach is going with the play action pass, and Burkett throws a dime to the right side. Let's go. It looks like our quarterback came to play today after a rough game last week, and we're going to need him to ball out because Devin's been getting locked up in the backfield so far. This time he's able to escape though and pick up the first down on the halfback screen. The main difference against a tough defense like this is we have to drive a little bit more slowly. Can't just rely on bouncing it to the outside for big plays. And the problem with this is Devin gets tired and has to come off of the field. So we've got a 3rd and long here and we need a touchdown on this play. Devin's motioning to the outside and I was hoping Burkett would just throw it up to me, but instead he finds Cundiff in the corner. Let's go. A couple of huge plays from our quarterback give us the lead in this one. We're going with another halfback screen on 3rd down and we don't have a lot of room to work. I tried to hit that juke, but we couldn't get it off. So USC is able to tie this game up. It looks like the Trojans came to play today and they have held Devin to under 4 yards per carry, something no other defense has done this season. Chances are we will break something off eventually, but for now we've been completely locked down in this game. Our quarterback play has really helped us keep it in control though. Burkett's been picking up some big first downs. Seems like this is one of those games where Devin just has to do his job and not get us too far behind the sticks. This 3rd and 7's a big play early in this game because I'm pretty sure coach is going to punt if we don't get this. Thankfully, Burkett once again picks up a first down. That's good to at least get us into field goal range, but we're going to have to convert a 3rd and long if we want a touchdown. And we end up settling for a field goal with a couple minutes left in the half. Devin's having his worst game of the season so far right now, but somehow we've been able to maintain control in this game. And if we get a touchdown here, we're in a really good position. Burkett's not even looking to Devin at this point. He's going to throw it to the other side of the field for a touchdown. 150 for our quarterback in the first half. But with the USC offense waking up, we cannot continue to just rely on the pass game. The running game has to do something here. None of our usual tricks are working right now. USC has completely stacked the box all game. They have been making the decision to force our quarterback to beat them with his arm, and we can't pick up the 3rd down there. We're pushed back in our own end zone here, still not able to find any kind of daylight. And while this game has gotten a lot better, this has got to feel like deja vu for Devin to last year's national championship game in some ways. He got locked up in that game, and in this one, he's only averaging 2.8 yards per carry after being at a 10-yard clip the entire season. He is able to come up with a big 3rd down catch there, so hopefully that'll give him a little bit of momentum going into the 4th quarter. We're running the pitch here. Let's see what our blockers can do. We finally got some space to the outside, and that's only a 17-yard gain, but it feels like a huge one. That'll hopefully open up the passing game just a little bit more. And Devin's motioning to the outside. We might have some space downfield. Burkett's gonna throw a dime, but the safety comes over to make the play. Thought that was gonna be a touchdown. We're running the counter here. USC defends that well, but we find some space, get to the inside, and Devin is finally starting to get this rushing game going. Even in Devin's worst game of the season, he's almost at 100 rushing yards for the day, and we have a chance to potentially put this game away if we can score a touchdown. A field goal absolutely will not cut it on this drive, and Devin puts his head down for the big hit to pick up the first down. Coach is going with the screen game to try to get us into the end zone here, but that time USC sniffs it out. So 2nd and 12, we're just going with a draw play into a stacked box. Devin's going to try to bounce that to the outside. We are able to pick up a decent gain, but we are going to have to watch this crucial 3rd down from the sidelines. Burkett throws over the middle. Our dude trucks a guy, but we're not able to pick up the first. So we're going to have to settle for a field goal, and I have a bad feeling about this. Caleb Williams has the Trojans inside the 40, but they have a 4th and inches, and they're putting the ball in the air. This is a great chance for a stop, and defense comes up with a sack. All we have to do is crush the clock, and Devin will finally be a national champion, but our blocking has just been in the gutter today. This is a big test. After a tough day, can we push forward for one more first down? We're not able to get to the outside, and we might be in trouble, man. It's going to come down to our quarterback's arm once again on 3rd and long, and he throws a dot to the right side. We pick up the first down and more, and that just might do it for this game. Burkett is having his best game of the season in the national championship game. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. On 3rd and 17, Burkett's gonna snap it with like 20 seconds left on the play clock, but Devin hits the juke, and finally we are going to be able to break it open for a big touchdown in the most clutch moment of the game. Devin is going to fulfill his promise and take Wisconsin to the national championship, and we are just going to be able to kneel this one out. The Wisconsin Badgers take it home in a tough game against USC, and Devin had a rough day, but he was able to come through when it counted for the big touchdown. Our quarterback absolutely balled out today as well. So let me know in the comments what you think. Should Devin come back to try to win his 3rd Heisman Trophy and prove himself as the greatest running back in college football history? Or should he go to the NFL, where he's surely a top 5 pick at this point? Be sure to drop a like and a comment down below, and I will see y'all in the next one.